You look at the MVP rankings right now, the line they got. I'm just kidding. It's insane how many guys are having MVP seasons. Nikola Jokic. I don't know why I said that weird. Sorry, I just drove 16 hours. Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant are your top five, and then Anthony Davis, Zion Williamson, John Morant, Steph Curry, and Donovan Mitchell are the other guys. And all these guys are having great seasons. And I don't think Jokic will win another due to voter fatigue. But right now, I think Jason Tatum and Zion Williamson are fighting back and forth. And we're seeing Jason Tatum this season just take his game to a whole new another level. And his mid range is another thing that's just so deadly for this team. And you're looking at a Boston Celtics squad that, in my opinion, right now, they're absolutely dominating teams out the gate. Okay, they outscore opponents by 18.6 points per 100 possessions is absurd. The Celtics have only lost one. I think, yeah, they've only been blown out of one first quarter, and for the entire season, they've lost seven first quarters only, and we're like almost 30 games into this season. So right now they're almost like batting 90% outscoring teams in the first quarter. And Jason Tatum's a big reason for that, just because he gets out and starts scoring. But it's not even just his scoring; it's his facilitating. The other thing that people aren't giving him enough credit, guys out here dishing 4 assists a night and playing great defense. Another thing that people aren't bringing up about Jason Tatum, but this is a team that is arguably the best team in the NBA right now. They're my best team in the NBA, and you're seeing guys right here who can just demolish people. And when you look at the Celtics through the first quarter of this season, their defense is below average for their standards from last year. And that's because Robert Williams isn't here. But once Robert Williams comes back, this team's a 14th defense. That's still good. Okay, well, once Robert Williams comes back, that's a top 10 defense. And we're seeing a team that already is shooting lights out, and they're on pace to set a record for three-pointers made. And this is all because of Jason Tatum and his creation. And I think that's the most interesting part, because right now their best mid-range shooter is Jason Tatum, and their mid-range field goal percentage is 20th, but their mid-range field goal, yeah, 20th, but their mid-range field goal percentage is second, and they're first in 3 points in threes attempted and first in 3-point percentage. So they're the best team when it happens to be the best shooting team. No teams make more threes than the Celtics. No team shoots more threes than the Celtics. No team is more accurate than the Celtics. And this is because of Jason Tatum being able to drive and kick. And when he drives, defense collapse. All the shooters are open. And I think they have a lineup right now where it's like Grant Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, Sam Hauser, and Jason Tatum, which is like one of the like highest like 3-point shooting lineups in league history, I believe, is the stat I read. Again, drove 16 hours, so I'm also remembering this information on the fly. And the Celtics don't live in the mid range, only Jason Tatum really does, but they've been elite on those 2-point jump shots because of Jayson Tatum. In case the Celtics, their shooting prowess has been the top factor to this hot start. And Joe Mazzulla obviously calling out Jayson Tatum and keeping him accountable and making sure that he's doing what needs to be done by him and being the leader. And you can see this is a guy that took losing in the NBA Finals to heart. And that's what he's working on. That's what he's working on. That's what he's trying to get better. And I think that's just something that people are somewhat overlooking. And I think, especially when you have a guy like, you know, Jason Tatum, who is going to, that's what I'm thinking. Like, who's going to stop Jason Tatum at this point? I love Zion, and I think Zion has a good shot. But Jason Tatum, his ability to shoot over anyone because of his size and how he's gone as better as a ball handler, as a leader. And Joe Mazzulla is a big part of that because he's calling people out. He pointed at them and telling like Jason when he's playing like shit and just holding everyone to accountability, which at the end of the day is like one of the biggest things people don't realize is accountability, having someone that, is going to be accountable for their actions. So having Joe Mazzulla there, and this is all stuff that ball movement that Ime Udoka installed last season that obviously Joe Mazzulla is reaping the rewards from them doing it regularly, and last year, and now it being already a factor in this season. So, and the thing is these are the things Jason Tatum needs to do after playing abysmal in the finals. He needed to come out here and do what was expected from him and take his game to that level. So I think that's the most interesting part about it. And if there was anything you guys wanted to hear that I might have missed, let me know, because I definitely think this has been arguably one of the more fascinating starts, and I think Jayson Tatum's big reason for that because he's got this team playing really freaking good, and right now they're final favorites for a reason. So if there's anything I might have missed, let me know. Comment down below. But Jayson Tatum, guys, guy's a dog, and it's crazy to think about. Back-to-back years, they had third overall picks, and they drafted Jaylen Brown and then Jayson Tatum. That's it. And Jaylen Brown was like, everyone was like, oh my God, what a reach when that happened. I actually remember being so stoked that they drafted Jaylen Brown because he was like the best defender, and everyone was just like, wow, this guy could be like one of the best two-way players in the league if they, someone properly develops him. And guess what they did? They properly developed Jaylen Brown. So it's cool to see this, and I'm a big fan of it. So let me know if there was anything I might have missed. And yeah, I'm a peace out, 8-Town style. Love y'all. I think that's it, right? Bye.